Good morning. It is the crack of dawn, honey, and I haven't been asleep. Actually, it's past the crack, baby. It's 9:30 in the morning, and I haven't been asleep, so I sound a little, you know, I sound a little Dionne Warwick today. That's okay. We're gonna get through ambitions. The restaurant got robbed. Rondell's restaurant. I think I called her something else last week, but girl, who cares? Who? Not me. Um, I don't know if they got robbed, if they got threatened, but anyway, somebody came. You remember end of last week's episode, girl? She said we closed, and somebody came into the restaurant anyway. So, Daddy, Rondell's daddy, whose name is not Rondell, Ron. You know, when I hear somebody's name is like Rondell, Steve Visha, Robert Jean, Vanessa, I just be like, maybe their daddy name is. But no, Rondell's daddy's name is Senior, which I assume is Evan Senior, unless they have another brother named Ron Jr. But Senior came on down and threatened to shoot the man, and that was a whole big drama of the episode, girl. Whether or not Senior was gonna shoot the man, I'm trying to care about Rondell in the restaurant. I am, but I don't. I just don't. Um, she don't want to call the mayor and tell him because you know the mayor's her brother. Mayor Little Richard Lancaster is her brother. She don't want to call him and tell him about the restaurant and the carrying zone. And I mean, I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I don't want him coming around either. Stylist Heifer and Mayor Little Richard Lancaster, they in the bed, and Stylist Heifer is taking pictures. She's giving, here we are together in the bed, click. And I'm like, no, no, that's not etiquette. That's not proper etiquette. We don't do that. But she taking pictures, honey. The camera flashing, it's going ka-chink, ka-chink, as cameras do when you take the picture. And he's dead asleep. He starts to stir. You'll see him wake up, and he looks over, and Stylist Heifer is asleep. I'm like, he was sleeping far too hard, sir. He get to kissing on her, and she wakes up fully awake, not groggy, not giving up 5 more minutes, none of that. Just boop, hey, I'm up. I didn't see it for that. And they start doing, it. Now, while they doing it, Stylist Heifer got the videotape going. I'm like, child, she's messy boots. She's messy boots. But I don't see it for Mayor Little Richard Lancaster. So I don't care if his career is ruined. I really don't. Amara and Titus are talking about Stephanie Carlisle Lancaster. And, girl, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I don't care, not because I don't care, but I don't care because last week, when they was trying to get it on, it was all, you cheated. What's his name? Damian Collins. You cheated, and I'll never forget it. Girl, what is this on my lip? Whatever it is, it better get off. What is the skin? It's skin. Get on. Child, I'm going through so much this morning. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the last week their relationship was like tumultuous and this, that, and the other. This week, they back in the bed, back in love, right back in love again. I'm like, girl, I don't care. I couldn't possibly care. They talking about Stephanie, and they still trying to get it on. I'm like, no, thank you. Now we back at Stylist Heifers and Mayor Little Richard Lancaster. Woo! Who lets me do videos? Why do y'all allow this? He's threatening to cut her off because he pays for the apartment, and he's upset that she got a boyfriend, but he got a wife. Sir. Okay. Let's see. Stephanie goes around to her mama's house, and her mama's like, "Hey, how's it going? I couldn't stand your daddy back in the day. I probably can't really stand him now." Like she was giving, it was a tea of separation. It was a separation tea she was giving. I was like, do they live together? Are they together? It was like this picture of him on the hearth over the fireplace or whatever. And she's giving, my siblings, what was it, Samantha and Jamal, girl, I don't know. They have gone on and done other things with their lives, but I'm still here trying to please daddy. And the way the mama was like having the conversation, it was like, your daddy don't live here. I was like, girl, what is going on with the grandparents? With the Carlisles. Amara's husband, Titus, his phone buzzes in the middle of the night. And being the cheating heifer that she is, she's paranoid that he may be cheating on her. So she takes his finger and gives the old boop on the back of the phone to unlock it. Checks the text message and is shocked. Shocked. Stephanie confronts Mayor Little Richard Lancaster. With I know you're cheating on me, T. She's giving, you've been staying out, awful late lately. Don't embarrass me. And I'm just like, girl, don't break up with him and you won't be embarrassed. I never. But I guess you can't break up with him because she's still trying to please her daddy. Child, I'm still disturbed about what Little Richard Lancaster said last week about you in love with your daddy. I don't know where we gonna go with that. I don't know where we gonna go. I don't know if Tyler Perry had anything to do with the script. I don't know. Or Lee Daniels, because Lee Daniels done started doing the old incesty storylines. That's probably why Star got canceled. Nobody want to see that. Anyway, I have written here Amara gets word of a mistress, but I don't remember the scene, so we're going to move on. But I want you to know that I knew at some point that Amara got word of a mistress. We find out that the stylist heifer's mama works over there. I feel like I'm gossiping. The stylist heifer's mama works over there at Thelma's with Rondell. That's what we find out. The stylist heifer got a son, and she says to her mama, like, Mayor Little Richard Lancaster loves me. And I'm like, Curtis was supposed to love you, but I don't know if Curtis loves you. I don't know if he do. He at work, he being Mayor Little Richard Lancaster. I killed myself. I killed me. Why do I cut up like this? He's at work, honey, behind the desk, doodling, honey, signing papers, I don't know. And the white secretary, it's not secretary, it's secretary, according to Mary J. Blige. She was his lover and his secretary. So the white secretary is in there. She dressed all scantily clad, and uncouth, honey. It's not suitable for a good business job. She's dressed too sexy for business. And Mayor Lancaster, excuse me, Mayor Little Richard Lancaster says that if she keep dressing like that to work, he gonna sleep with a girl. I don't know. And so he must have a white heifer in his harem as well. I don't care about it. Granddaddy Senior Lancaster calls on down to Mayor Little Richard Lancaster to come on down to Thelma's, which, as we all have found out, Thelma is Mayor Little Richard Lancaster's mother and Rondell's mother. Rondell as well. But Thelma's going on to glory. She's going home, may she rest. Granddaddy done called over to Mayor Little Richard Lancaster. And now he over there like, girl, who threatened you? Who was it? And it was, one of the white men, girl, Peter or somebody, I don't know. I just really I can't wrap my mind around this storyline. I don't care. I don't care about Rondell. I don't. I'm sure she's a wonderful girl. Nothing against the actress that plays her. I just don't care about that storyline. I don't. Now, in the meantime, Stephanie Carlisle Lancaster is at lunch. She's got her, a margarita or something, nice beverage, and she's sitting and she's waiting. And, the waiter says, "Hey, may I take your order?" She's like, no, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on someone. And he says, "Oh, well, describe them to me. I'll direct them to your table." And she says, "Well, he's a quiet, distinguished black man. He's handsome and blue, blue, blue." I don't think she said handsome, but she said quiet and distinguished. And it sounded like she was taken with him. Girl, he starts that truck up every morning. And I just be like, girl, it do not have to be that loud. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's loud. And as she's telling the waiter that he's, a distinguished black man, Amara is just like standing right in front of her, like, I think she called him an old friend, and Amara's like, "Well, we're not old friends. We're not friends, but, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, how you gonna see her? How you gonna see her right there? She right there. Anywho, girl, I guess rich people don't have the luxury of not having to look around and all over their shoulder all the time. But I be sitting at the restaurant, honey, like, making sure ain't nobody coming up on me, steal my chicken tenders or stab me in the throat. I don't know. I just don't know. You just never know. But Amara's like, excuse me, stop texting my husband in the middle of the night. And Stephanie Carlisle Lancaster is like, girl, I was just asking for a meeting for business. It wasn't that deep. Chill. I know I'm fantasizing about your husband, but you don't know that. You don't know that. And they, basically air out their grievances. And Amara's like, girl, she's basically giving Jackie a ho, I got your boyfriend, ho, I can take your man. I can put it on him just like you wanted, like, I got your man. Hello, may I speak to Rochelle? I love Jackie O. She done got saved, girl. Ain't nobody told me. I found out like last year. Ain't nobody told me. Somebody said, yeah, girl, she been saved for like 15 years. I was like, girl, ain't nobody. I was looking for Jackie O. She down at the church. I guess she giving ho, I got your savior. Girl, this is why I need to go to bed. I know I've been calling her Stephanie. I do apologize. A lot of y'all, well, two of y'all told me that legendary black actress Robin Givens shall be her name from henceforth. So I'm so sorry for having called her Stephanie, but I do have to be able to say Stephanie Carlisle Lancaster. I've got to say the Lancaster. So I'll probably throughout the season be alternating legendary black actress with Stephanie Carlisle Lancaster, because I just love that name. Even though my 5th grade teacher, Miss Lancaster, if you still alive, because I know you had caught the cancer, you caught it because you was evil, you was mean, you was trifling, and you tried me. You tried me. Moving on. Moving on. She tried the hell out of me, girl. At some point, Amara says that legendary black actress and she were in college together 20 years ago. I said, it's just not realistic because Robin Givens was not. She was 34 20 years ago. She was 34. Maybe she was finishing up her PhD. But she was not in the college with you, sis. She was not. But for the sake of television, they was in college together 20 years ago. Now, I need to know, I was looking at Robin Givens' neck. Has she had neck work done? I feel like her neck has been looking younger this episode. She looked younger in the neck. Now, I saw a picture of Tammy Roman not too long ago, and she looked real old in the neck. And I was like, now, I feel like she could have what legendary black actress Robin Givens has had done to her neck. Tammy, call over there and see, won't Robin take your call and let you know where to get your neck done. You know who has a great neck? Felicia Rashad and her sister Debbie Allen. They have really great necks. Girl, will you just do the review? They don't care about whose necks look decent for their age. Like, girl, come on. I'm sorry. Moving on. Stylist is a stylist. And she's trying, I just don't see it for this too. Like, it sticks out a little bit and it's extra shiny because when I brush, it sticks out and it gets the majority, honey, it catches that toothpaste. I hit it and it just be like, I'm going to hold a glob of toothpaste right here because I stick out. I want to have her take it in. Just turned a little bit. Turned. She's glaring. Like the last couple, maybe a week or two, I've been looking at my videos and I'm like, oh, that tooth. It makes, like, it's so shiny that it makes all the other teeth look dull. My teeth are fine. They're not really all that dull, but this would be like, girl, I'm the one. I'm the star. I hate her. Girl. I know I've called attention to her and that y'all gonna be looking at her, but it's all I see when I'm talking lately. It's like, girl, you want to be that girl. It used to be my gums. Anyway, because the gums on this side is higher than I think they've even. It's not about that. Anyway, stylist is a stylist. And she's trying to record her models modeling in the park. And a police officer has come down and said, hey girl, you don't have a permit. You can't really, I'm not going to be able to allow you to do it. So she calls on down to Mayor Evan Little Richard Lancaster and says, hey, I need you to come help me. I have to do this thing in the park, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, I won't be able to do it because I got to go, threaten the life of the people who threatened the life of my sister. And so she calls her boyfriend, her other boyfriend, the football player. And it's like, hey, Roderick, come on down and help me. Roderick comes on down, basically. I'm going to get her out the way because I'm sick of her. Except for that last scene. I got to hold the last scene because it was supposed to be dramatic. But Roderick comes on down to the park and talks to the police officer. And the police officer is like, hey, You got 45 minutes to do your thing, because Roger gives him 4 tickets to the football arena, stadium. And so I'm like, girl, why you couldn't just let her strut her girls in the park? Like, you could have stood right there and made sure they weren't prostituting or something. But he kind of implied that he wanted her to prostitute herself. I was just like, girl, I don't have time for none of this. Rondell is having a meeting down at Thelma's. Girl, the councilman comes by. Before they have the meeting, he comes by and she's giving him a 3rd degree because he done talked all this smack about her brother. And he flirts with her and she fixes him a plate. I'm sure he had to pay for the plate, but she done fixed him a plate. They talk and he agrees to stop talking smack about her brother, and then she having the meeting, honey, down at Thelma's. He comes on into the meeting and everybody's like, I know this ain't him. They be talking all that smack about your brother. He says a couple good words and they just like, all right, we agree. I'm like, I don't care. I couldn't possibly. There was a lady in a church hat and a man with 2 sandwiches. I was just like, girl, I couldn't possibly care. In the meantime, Mayor Little Richard Lancaster goes on over to the Carlisle's house, and Daddy Carlisle, Stephen, we found out his name is. I won't have to remember that. That's my daddy's name. Daddy Carlisle says, or Evan says to Daddy Carlisle, you done hired them goons to come on down to the restaurant and harass my sister, my great aunt. Says harass as hairy ass. So you done hired the goons to come on down to the restaurant and hairy ass my sister. And he's like, girl, I ain't. Well, he didn't even say he didn't do it, but he stands up and is like, I won't be talked to in such a way in my own home. Now, in the meantime, Mother Carlisle, who I'll be calling Vidalia, she's not Aunt Violet, but I'm going to call her Vidalia for now because I don't know her name. So Vidalia says, calm down, little Richard. Stephen didn't send the goons. I sent the goons. And I sent them because I wanted to scare your sister so she'll sell the restaurant so we can succeed at whatever we're trying to do. Girl, I'm half paying attention at this point because I'm here for the drama and the drama alone. I don't really care about the dealings and the inner workings and Thelma's. I don't care about Thelma's. Let's see. Both Steve and Little Richard were shook. Little Richard storms off and Steve is giving, I didn't know you had it in you. And Vidalia is giving, well, when you've been married to Stephen Carlisle for as long as I have, I think she said like 30-something years, I don't know, 40 maybe, got to be in the 40s by now, because Robin Givens she's passing for 40-something, she's not passing for 30-something. We love her, but she's not. When you've been married to Stephen Carlisle, as long as I've been married to Stephen Carlisle, you got a couple tricks up your sleeves, tricks, which are not just for kids, as the silly rabbit would have you believe. Child, in the meantime, legendary black actress Robin Givens, Stephanie Carlisle Lancaster, digs up dirt on Amara Hughes. Is it Hughes? I'm trying to get some of the names, girl, because I just be on here and don't nobody know what I'm talking about. She digs up dirt and finds out what we already knew. I thought she was going to tell us something new, but no, she tells the little private investigator tells her that Amara had done cheated on Titus with Damian Collins. And the legendary black actress Robin Givens, Stephanie Carlisle Lancaster, is excited about it. She's kicking up her feet with glee because she's got this new information to hold over Amara's head. But it's like, girl, Titus already know. He done seen the tape or something because he know the words verbatim. In the meantime, back at the park, honey, I told you how Roger done got rid of the police officer and gave her 45 minutes of shooting time for these models for this runway, honey, in the park. She's excited about it. She's happy. Oh, you done got rid of the officer. What did you do? I offered him tickets to the game. And she hugs him, wraps her arms around, his neck, kisses him all tender. And little Richard pops up giving, there you are, Effie. I've been looking all over. And I'm just like, girl, you turned your back and found yourself out on the line. But she did warn you. And that was too kind. He really does just pop up and just giving, there you are. And he makes up this lie about how he was across the park doing something, honey. Somebody said something about there was a Roger Johnson autograph signing over yonder, and he had to come by, and then he offers Roderick some social media deal. Girl, I cannot get invested in the inner workings of this show. I'm here for the drama. The drama. And Roderick is like, yes, of course I'll do your social media doohickey, but you should really think about hiring, a stylist helper to be a part of it too. She's got all these followers on social media. She is an influencer. The girls love her. And Little Richard Lancaster basically says, no, no, we don't want her. We just want you. And Roderick is like, oh, well, all right. Back to Titus and Amara. Amara says she just came from lunch with Stephanie Carlisle Lancaster. And Titus is like, should I be worried? He in the house cooking, honey. He got to kiss the chef apron on. He chopping vegetables, because I'm from the South. And she's just all, I came from lunch. I had lunch with Stephanie today. And, girl, I don't care. She asked him, should she be worried with, what they got going on? He said Stephanie is a non-factor. I said, very much like Tammy Roman in her own marriage. She just keeps coming up today. Hope she's doing well. I get worried when I keep regurgitating the same name over and over. I think something might be wrong with them. Something might be going on. Anywho, see, the whole episode, I couldn't really sit with Amara and Titus because last week it was, we can't make love because I remember the time that you slept with Damian Collins and now I'm angry and brooding. And this week it's, oh yes, I love you ever so. It was too much of a flip. It was like two different people wrote the show. It was like for these characters. And then last week it was, we're not gonna bring Deja back until we get our marriage straight. And then this week is, oh, I just want Deja back. Like Amara was the one that said we're not gonna bring Deja back till we get the marriage straight this week. If everything won't be complete until we have Deja back. I'm like, who wrote this? Who wrote this? They backwards. They backwards. They doing two different. This is like maybe Tyler Perry wrote an episode and Lee Daniels wrote an episode. I know it's not good enough for me to be giving Tyler Perry those props. I know, but I'm just trying to name two writers. It's as if Janet Mock and them wrote an episode and Shonda Rhimes wrote an episode. It's like, girl, these are two different characters from last week to this week. Y'all not the same people. I didn't care for that. They got on my nerves. In the meantime, girl, Rondell's new organization is called NAG. I thought she was going to say niggas or something. I really did. I was waiting for niggas to come out, but it stands for Neighbors Against Gentrification. So they're going to try to save the neighborhood. Praise God. In the meantime, child, Stylist comes home from, I guess, grocery shopping with her son, and Little Richard just sitting up in her house. Just sitting in there. Sitting up in her room, like Brandy. But in somebody else's house. I guess he paid the bills or whatever. And the little boy is happy to see him. Mr. Evan! Evan done got him a tablet, honey, and tells him, go play with your tablet in your room. You just press the button. It's a good time. Have fun. I'm like, did you set it up on the Wi-Fi so he'll be able to get over to the YouTube? The babies love YouTube. Hey, babies, if you're watching. I don't know how you would have gotten over here, but hey, how you doing? What's wrong with me? In the meantime, Stylist Heifer is giving, you got to stop blah, 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 busting in the house. I don't know, she said something, girl, and he said, can a man visit his son? I said, that's not your son. That's not a little black baby. That baby habla Espanol. That baby don't habla Ebonics. That is not your baby. Excuse me, sir. I know Little Richard Lancaster is light-skinned, but he is not light-skinned enough to have that straight head, lighter than me colored baby. The baby the same color as this bright tooth right here. No God. No God. Like, sis, that is not your baby. That baby is not a Lancaster. And I won't stand for it. And they could have hired a baby with a piece of a curl in his hair. But then that wouldn't have made the reveal, And I mean, the baby could have been Roderick's baby. She like a black man. So they could have hired a baby with a piece of curl in his hair. This baby is Puerto Rican and white. That baby is not black. Ugh, that baby is not a Lancaster. Moving along, girl. That was the episode. I know I went around the block, honey, and came back and got y'all the story. It took a while, but we did it. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say. Let me know if you're enjoying the show. Hit the notification bell. Follow me on Twitter at KRambling. K-A-I Rambling. It's the name of this channel, but reversed. And yeah, hit me up. Peace.